6 avoidable risk factors for asthma. Many of us would agree there's nothing worse than difficulty breathing, and while there are many conditions out there, I want to talk to you today about asthma. A terrible respiratory condition, it can greatly affect one's quality of life. If you're living with asthma, it's likely you already know your triggers, but there might be some things you weren't aware of. Perhaps you've been newly diagnosed and wish to keep attacks at a minimum. That said, here are 6 avoidable risk factors I want to share with you. 1. Obesity. When a person has a body mass index, BMI, of 30 or higher, that person is termed obese. In a worrying discovery, childhood obesity, or obesity at any age, can also lead to asthma. One recent study even suggested the risk of asthma increased by 55% for every extra unit of BMI. 2. Stress. There are many things that can affect the health of your unborn child, and it seems your stress levels might be one of them. A new study suggests high stress events could be linked to a greater risk for childhood asthma. Not only were the mothers studied, but the children were also evaluated at ages 6 and 14. The children, at 14, were twice as likely to have asthma, if their mothers had been through a single stressful life event. 3. Household chemicals. Often used as stabilizing agents, endocrine-disrupting phthalates and household chemicals could also increase the risk for childhood asthma. Scientists studied the phthalate levels of pregnant women, and noted the children of women with higher phthalate levels were almost 3 times more likely to have an asthma diagnosis. 4. Inadequate gas ventilation. Gas stoves without proper ventilation could also be a trigger for childhood asthma, with a new study suggesting a link between gas kitchen stove ventilation and asthma. When used for cooking or heating, these stoves can increase the number of indoor pollutants that trigger an asthma attack. So while the chances for breathing problems are still there, using proper ventilation can cut a kid's risk by 30 to 40%. 5. Breathing dirty air. A recent study looking to North Carolina as a model suggested air quality has significantly improved since mid-1990s governmental regulations. Many of you with asthma know how pollution can act as a trigger, so, for some, better air quality can lead to a better quality of life. Because of cleaner air, fewer asthma deaths have been reported, with numbers dropping almost by half. 6. Smoking. It seems like smoking and breathing problems could go hand in hand, doesn't it? Well, a recent study suggested those problems could start well before birth, noting children born to fathers who began smoking at an early age had 3 times higher risk for asthma. And remember, a child with asthma has a doubled risk of attacks or symptoms if either parent smokes in the home. One final thought. Genetics certainly plays a large role in an asthma diagnosis. So while avoiding these risk factors can help, it isn't a surefire guarantee you'll completely dodge the condition. When it comes to helping your child, exposure to allergens in the first year could be critical when a child is building up immunity. In a study of 560 children at high risk for asthma, only 17% of those exposed to 3 household allergens during the first year of life had recurrent wheezing, suggesting timing can be crucial. Remember that sometimes a little dirt can be a good thing. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.